Hello, my name's John Murray and I want to show you some of the features of the InterSystems DX Jetpack, an extension for Visual Studio Code. Let's get started by looking at a project with some classes in it that I'd like to learn more about. I'm interested in this class composite.cls within the CodeTidy sample from the Open Exchange. It's a class that has some multiple inheritance going on here, and I would like to use the class view capability within the Jetpack to find out what is being inherited and from where. So I open the class up and then I'll say on the right context menu, find all implementations. This produces a tree under the references view, which I can easily collapse at the top level and see that our class composite.cls is inheriting class members from 5 other classes. It declares extension of the utils and the composite method overrides, and also of Studio Extension Base. Utils and composite method overrides we can see in the tree here, and we can see what it's inheriting from there. If we're interested in one of them particularly, we can double click and go into that particular class. Or we can go back to composite CLS, continue our exploration further down into the packages that it's inheriting in the tree here. Second feature I'd like to show here is the use of the code specs extension, GJ code specs. When I've loaded up composite.cls here, an extra piece of information is appearing in the panel at the bottom and the comments section. Places where classes are being referenced, whether as parameter types or other forms of reference within Composite, are being annotated with a VS Code comment icon here and a corresponding entry in the panel at the bottom. I can easily drill into one of these and find out the details. So this particular line, the main menus query, is referencing %string and %SQL query, both of which come from the %library package. This, we think, is a great way of being able to learn what you're using and view the documentation of those items without constantly having to get up hover tips and watch them disappear just as you were finding out about them. But if you're being given too much information, for example, I'm very familiar with the %library package, I can very easily, off this button, exclude all occurrences of either %library.string or the whole of the %library package. I'm going to do that option here, exclude the whole of %library. The comments panel gets recomputed here. Far fewer classes need to be listed because the only ones that this particular class is making use of is, I'll close utils to simplify matters here, %Studio Extension Base, and a couple of references to its own subclasses. So exclusions mean that you can focus in on packages that you're not so familiar with, for example, %studio.extension.base, and very easily get from there into the documentation of that class. Anyway, I hope you like what you see. Take a look at it, please, and give us your feedback. Thanks very much.